kaibigan! It is I, Eliza Taylor. Hindi, ginagaya ko lang si Vyminal, no? Mamaya natin siya makikita. Pero magandang hapon sa lahat ng nanonood. 2:00 na at alam ko na kung anong oras na ito. Siyempre, I'm Taylor and kasama ko ngayon si Laika Mea.
Hi guys! Tawag-tawa ako sa intro ni Eliza kasi narinig ko yan up close and personal kay Vyminal. Tawag-tawa talaga ako dyan. Tapos, kaya niya sinasabi kung anong oras na kasi nagtatanong sa amin kanina si Vyminal kung ano daw ba yung 10:00.
Yeah. So, lahat ng sasabihin ko dito ay tatagalugin ko para hindi mapag-usapan mamaya ng ating mga casters. Yun lang ang aking sasabihin. Pero alam kong matagal nang nag-aantay yung mga viewers natin dyan, no? And isang magandang araw sa inyo. Sana ay kumain na kayo dahil init na aksyon ang hatid namin sa inyo dito sa GGEZ All-Star Invitational. Like, kamusta ka naman?
Kasi, okay naman pero excited na kasi nga All-Star. Hindi tayo basta-basta dito. All-Star tournament siya. Ang daming sikat na pangalan na sasama na sa atin ngayong araw na to. So, Eliza, ewan ko parang grabe yung puso ko ngayon. Medyo tumutugstog sa excitement.
Tumutugstugs. Mahirap yun. Like, indente. Pero ito guys alam natin na nakita na natin sa mga post kung sino ba yung mga teams na mga makakasama natin ngayong araw. And sabi nga ni Laika, all-star na all-star talaga. Isipin mo, nandito yung idol ko since bata ako. Nandito si Nash Aguas.
Oh, going bulilit.
Going bulilit. Uy! Magandang araw sa'yo.
May ano tayo? May teaser tayo kay Vyminal. Nagulat ako doon.
Kasi kinuha ko yung intro niya. Binati ko kasi.
There can only be one Vyminal. Parang ganun yung dating
There can only be one Vyminal. Pero pag-usapan na muna natin yung unang team natin dito. Siyempre, yung napakahabang pangalan, KaKaJaYaHapStep. Na-memorize ko na, kakaulit-ulit.
Kailangan ulit-ulitin mo kasi combined na pangalan nila. Alam mo, inisip ko na nga, sabi ko, paano kung kaming host duo, pinag-combine ko rin yung pangalan namin? Eh di, Alaika Maylor na yon.
Ang hirap, ang sakit sa utak. Tama na, Alaika. Nakalimutan ko ng Alaika ewan ko,
Maylor.
Bahala na. Maylor. Ito, KaKaJaYaHapStep. So, binubuo yan, nina Dubstep, andyan si Haps, andyan si Aya, Kaja, at si Kaka. Kaya nga, buong pangalan nila yon, KaKaJaYaHapStep.
Yung mga kalaban naman nila ngayon, yung BREN, ESmurfs. Medyo witty na medyo yung kasama naman nila dito ay si Ching, si Jameson Blake, si Shang, si Rabbit, saka si Vanilla. Yan. Si Shang actually kanina nakastream pa yan Excited na siya dito
Kilala mo ba si Luis?
Oo naman, kilala ko si Luis.
Akala ko siya si Johnny La Medyo may hawig sila. May pagkahawig sila doon. Pero magandang araw sa lahat ng nagko-comment sa stream natin dyan. And basahin ko lang mabilis, no? Laika, habang di pa naman tayo nagsisimula.
Sige lang.
Batiin muna natin itong mga viewers natin. Sabihin nyo sa amin din kung sino ba yung sinusuportahan yung players dito. Tsaka yung mga Vyminal, hello po mga kaibigan. Ang chat niya doon sa binabati kita, Vyminal. Si Nate, si Derek, andyan din si Junel, si Broke, si Chelsea, si Nirish, and si Oliver. Ikaw, Laika, sino bang gusto mong batiin?
Siyempre, gusto kong batiin yung esports idol ko, si Eliza Taylor. Siyempre, ikaw yun. Pero natutuwa ako dito kasi nakikita ko sa chat, nagsisimula na talaga silang mag-cheer sa mga teams na gusto nilang manalo, yung mga idols sila na pinapanood sa stream. Ayan nakikita na natin. Tapos, meron pa dito, ayan #John, go for the win. Meron pang Berg. Mamaya pa yung laban nila, Berg, pero gusto ko yung enthusiasm and excitement na pinapakita nyo.
Totoo, lahat sila dito nakikita niyo na sa inyong mga screen ngayon, guys, na ito ang ating mga players. Ito po ang kanilang mga napakaganda at napakagwapong mga mukha sa inyong mga screen. Andyan yung KaKaJaYaHapStep at yung BREN ESmurfs natin. Grabe naman pala, si Dubstep parang parang tamang cute-cute lang, no? Tamang cute-cute lang. And sana magka-chance tayo makausap sila, no? Mama-chika man lang sila kung ano man yung pinagkakabisihan nila. Obviously, Valorant.
Pero titignan natin. Malay natin, di ba? Meron tayong makuhang information na hindi pa alam ng viewers natin dito. Very interesting.
Mainit-init na ano. Ano yun? Sige, sorry.
Parang familiar rin tong si Lucid. Parang nakikita ko rin siya sa TV. Kung di ako nagkakamali, ito nga, si Jameson Blake. Oo. Minsan magugulat ka na lang no, may mga artista na gamers din pala talaga. Tas malakas
Nakikita din naman kita sa TV
Ay, grabe. Ikaw rin, syempre. Kaya nga lang ako nanonood ng TV para mapanood ka.
Huwag na tayong magbolahan dito. I-send mo na sa akin kung anong gusto mo ipa-deliver dyan sa inyong bahay. Like, alam kong gusto mo ng pagkain. Pero bago ang lahat, syempre, baka magkalimutan tayo. Mga kaibigan, welcome again sa GG Easy All-Star Invitational. Mainit-init na laban at syempre hindi mabubuo ang event na ito without our sponsors. Laika?
Syempre naman, andito ang ating sponsor na Globe at Home. Level up your gaming experience with Globe at Home's only plan 2899 with speeds up to 100 Mbps. It comes with 2 free pieces of TP-Link Wi-Fi mesh to cover more areas of your home, and it's bundled with a 3-month subscription to iWant and Amazon Prime Video. With Globe at Home, you can recreate the world right at home. Visit a Globe store near you or visit shop.globe.com.ph.
iWant and Amazon and chill. Ganon.
Wow!
Diba?
Ganun na agad yung gusto
Hindi, ano lang. Siyempre maraming salamat nga Globe, gaya ng sabi ni Laika. Hindi magpapahuli dyan ang ating mga PC partner para sa ating KDR Tournament Series. Siyempre nandyan ang Legion Philippines, Stylish Outside, Savage Inside. Laika, Savage Inside ba ikaw?
Siyempre.
Legion. Ayun, no? Alright, and syempre maraming salamat again, Legion. Para naman makasali kayo sa ating Empire, Legion's exclusive rewards program. Madaling-madali lang yan. Complete missions and earn rewards para sa ma-redeem nyo sa inyong Legion merchandise. Paano ba ito gumagana? Laika, itong Empire na to.
Kailangan yung mag-join dun sa Legion Philippines na group. Dun yung makikita yung details kung ano yung mga missions na pwede nyong salihan saka para makaklaim kayo ng mga merchandise. So, sulit na sulit yun kasi simple lang naman yung gagawin mo, di ba? Be part of the Empire lang. Siyempre, sponsor din natin dito, ka-partner ng Legion Philippines, ang Intel Gaming. Kasi Intel Gaming happens with Intel. Totoo naman
Intel, pero gaming happens with Intel. Siyempre, isang powerful processor. Ano ba ang makakasama niyan pag magla-livestream ka? Kailangan mo rin ng powerful na broadcasting software. Nandyan ang XSplit para sa inyong lahat. Lahat ng to ay hatid sa inyo ng Valorant PH and Valorant Rising. Alam kong lahat tayo dito nag-aantay na, nag-aabang na, pero konting kwentuhan lang muna tayo dyan. Alam ko rin na lahat ng mga nanonood dito, gusto din manalo ng mga prizes. Balita ko, marami tayong pamimigay ngayong araw, Laika.
Marami tayong giveaway, pero...
Gusto mo sabihin ko, ibulong ko na ba?
Ibulong mo na.
Ibulong ko na?
Ibulong mo na.
Okay. Ang mga pamimigay.
Si Eliza.
Kailangan may papilit. Ganun talaga, syempre. Pero mamimigay tayo dito ng 5 XSplit licenses na 1 buwan ang itatagal. Talagang tinagalog ko lahat para mamaya hindi naman pag-usapan
Challenge
tuloy ng
talaga si Vyminal, guys. So, huwag na kayong magtaka.
And syempre, GCash, 500 pesos worth. 3 winners ang pipiliin natin dyan.
Hindi lang yan. So, parang meron ka ng pang-stream, meron ka ng pambili ng skins, meron ka pang pwedeng matanggap na gagamitin mo sa paglaro ng Valorant. Kasi we're also giving away Legion K500 gaming keyboard. Meron pa palang XSplit licenses na tig-1 buwan nga, saka 3 months din meron tayo niyan. Ito pa. Legion H300 gaming headset, saka Legion M500 gaming mouse. Parang kompleto na, no, Eliza?
Oo,
Larong-laro ka na ba?
Larong-laro na no? Tapos samahan mo pa, syempre, yung processor mo, Intel, di ba? Yun lang ang malakas. Pero basahin ko lang yung ating mga comment section ng mabilis, no? Kasi kanina, tinanong natin sila, sino ba yung mga sinusuportahan nilang teams dito? Kaya naman, sino yung mga players na sinusuportahan nila dito? And marami-rami na. Actually, ang nag-comment, nakapindot pa nga ako ng isang picture nila dito. Pero basahin natin ang mabilis dito. Mukhang maraming supporters si Shang dito from Nuts About Gaming.
Oo. Feeling ko kasi fresh na fresh. She was actually streaming earlier. Nanonood ako sa kanya. Idol ko rin yan eh. Kaya dito na rin yung supporters nila lumipat kasi excited na silang makita na lumaban tong streamer idol nila.
Huwag kayong mag-alala. Siya yung ating yung team nila yung ating first match para sa araw na ito. And na-mention mo nga kanina yung ating mga giveaway dyan. Paano ba mananalo itong mga viewers naman natin sa ating giveaway ngayong araw na ito?
Buti na itanong mo kasi para sa mga gustong sumali dyan, napaka-simple lang. I-check nyo na yung pinned comment natin dito sa ating Facebook stream. So makikita nyo nakasulat dito yung mga official hashtags na kailangan yung gamitin kapag nagla-like, share, and comment kayo dito sa ating broadcast. So napaka-simple lang, no? Andyan na yung mga official hashtags. Medyo marami yan, pero kasi nga hindi naman magiging posible ang lahat ng to if it weren't for our sponsors. So go na. Ano pang hinihintay nyo? I-comment nyo na ngayon yung mga hashtags natin. Ikaw, Eliza, sasali ka ba?
Bawal eh.
Yun lang. Kahit
bawal
gusto
pero pag
natin
pag day off ni Taylor, syempre sasali ako. Lahat ba naman ang pamimigay natin eh. Kahit pang skin lang, okay na ako. Masaya na ako dun eh. Pero ito, sabi nga dito ni Cheryl, John lang ang malakas. Si John nila, yung kanyang sinasabi dito. Mukhang maraming supporter din si Kuya John nyo, no? Ayan, no? And si Andre Flores, sabi niya dito, BREN and M. Parang M&M lang, no? Pero BREN and M. Yung kanyang sinusuportahang team dito. And huwag kayong mahiyang gamitin yung chat commands natin. Marami tayong nakikita exclamation point notify dyan. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. And sino pa ba ang ating mga nagko-comment dyan? Berg lang, number 1. Maraming fans din dito si Berg.
Marami, no? Hindi ko naman masisisi kasi ang lalakas talaga ng players na meron tayo dito. Kasi dito sa All-Star Tournament natin, meron tayong mga streamers, meron tayong mga pro players. So, syempre hindi maiiwasan magkakaroon talaga ng fanbase yung mga yan. Pero ang nakakatuwa, naranasan mo na ba yung ganyan na meron kang mga supporters na kapag may gig ka, kapag may tournament ka, andyan din sila para suportahan ka. So, totoo lang nakakataba ng puso yan eh.
Ikaw kasi maraming fans dito.
Uy,
Kaya hindi ko masyado nararamdaman. Hindi, pero meron din naman. Meron naman. Ayan, top fan ka sa page ko.
See?
Ikaw lang yung nag-iisang top fan doon.
Pero na nga rin si Eliza Taylor, guys, para dumami na yung top fans niya. Pero Eliza, alam mo, feeling ko, tapos na yung oras na magpaligoy-ligoy pa tayo kasi
wala na.
Medyo na-spoil naman na tayo. Kitang-kita na natin yung mga map bans na hinanda na itong dalawang teams natin. Gusto mo na bang pag-usapan to?
Sige.
Ready ka na ba?
Game. Ready na ako. Pero isang mabilis lang, ito ang napili nilang mapa kung di ako nagkakamali. Ascent ang kanilang mapa para sa araw na to. Interesting. Anong paborito mong mapa bago natin ipasa sa casters? Sayang naman yung natin eh. Minsan lang tayo makita dito.
Actually, okay naman sa akin lahat ng mapa. Ang medyo naninibago talaga ako, yung bagong mapa, yung Icebox. Kasi hindi pa ako sanay eh. Pero dito sa Ascent, nakakatuwa pag-usapan kasi ito yung mapa na alam nating lahat na kapag nakuha mo yung mid-control, goods ka na, di ba? Parang ang hirap na bawiin yung game. So, tingnan natin kung anong mangyayari sa laban ng KaKaJaYaHapStep saka ng BREN ESmurfs mamaya. So, Eliza, salamat. Magkikita ulit tayo mamaya. Pero sa ngayon, ipapasa namin kayo sa ating mga casters para mas maintindihan tong mga mapa and mas maintindihan tong ating mga players. So without further ado, Daks and Vyminal, take it away.
Handa na ba kayo mga best?
Say the line, Vim.
Hello po mga kaibigan. It is I, Vyminal, with of course Daks casts.
Hello. First time now.
They came out kind of cringe. But moving forward.
You know, na-hype up ka masyado ng mga host natin.
Masyado na-hype up eh.
Tagalog eh. Pero alam naman natin si Mr. Vyminal ang galing mag-Tagalog ngayon. And hey, it is time now, ladies and gentlemen, for the GGEZ All-Star Invitational. 18 come in. Well, one team will become the champion at 25k on the line. So grabe talaga ang ating mga rosters. Magsasama-sama sila dito. At ang unang match natin ay maging sa Ascent. So, Mr. Vim, gotta ask you. We have two teams right now. Ang ganda naman pangalan nila. We have, say it with me, KaKaJaYaHapStep. Oh, diba? What a long name. And
It
we're
kind
gonna
of
be saying
rolls
that a
off
lot.
your tongue, right?
Parang tongue
kind of
twister
easy
na
to
hindi
say,
naman
actually.
twist, diba? It's
KaKaJaYaHapStep.
easy.
Kaya ko sabihin na mabilis eh.
I can say it too,
Ano?
KaKaJaYaHapStep, and then I'll trip over and something like that. But they will be facing off against BREN ESmurfs. And tell me,
Yes, sir.
anything you noticed about these two teams so far, Mr. Vim?
Okay. You know, first things first, itong GGEZ tournament, napaka-clouded ng tournament na to.
Wow.
And of course, I don't know, there's a lot of like, you know, star players in more ways than one, right? Some of them are actually like celebrities in real life. And of course, maraming mga pro player and of course streamers from KaKaJaYaHapStep and BREN ESmurfs. I do believe si Dubstep ng BREN Esports ay part ng KaKaJaYaHapStep, and of course si Ching sa BREN ESmurfs.
Yeah.
We also have sila Rabbit, you know, sila Kaka, sila Kaja.
Yeah,
Isahin ko ba yung pangalan nila?
You know, I can help you guys. So Kaka, si Kaja, si Aya, si Haps, at si Dubstep. So Kaka,
Right.
KaKaJa. It's already such a confusing name. First nga, KaKaJaYaHapStep, just looking to represent ilan sila. Lahat sila may pro play experience.
Oo naman,
You got
oo
Bren,
naman.
you got CTNX, you got Ambu, you got BBV, at syempre si Aya, alam naman natin, galing talaga from old tactical shooters sa Archangel nun. And in the meantime, dito to the side of BREN ESmurfs. Well, sabi ni Ching, sabi niya, ako yung BREN dito, and everyone else just gonna be hopping along for the ride. You already have Rabbit there from Team Hashra, you have Shang there from Mari, and then you have the star power as well. Andyan si Janila, andyan
Oh
si
my gosh,
Janila.
Janila,
Parang na
nice
lang. Dude, I think Big Brother's watching us right now because BREN ESmurfs is really one to watch out for. And look
Oh,
at
yeah.
that. We are going to be getting our agents slotted on in already. All-Star Invitational. So, unang pansin natin, parang 4 na duelist ang gagawin na roster ng KaKaJaYaHapStep dito.
This is something like out of the ordinary, guys.
That's aggressive.
Exhibition match itong tournament ito, and we're all here like in the name of like camaraderie, and we're here to have fun. Of course, we're gonna give you some really good plays as well. But medyo out of the box talaga ang lineup ng KaKaJaYaHapStep. Of course, si Ching, okay, he's gonna be on the Reyna. Lucid on his signature Cypher. Alam mo si Lucid, minsan nakakalaro yan. Mahilig talaga mag-Cypher yan. Cypher main yan. Si Shang,
Okay.
Omen, we got Rabbit on the Sova. Si Janila, alam mo, matagal ko nang ini-invite din mag-queue pero hindi ko pa na hindi pa niya ina-accept eh. Okay,
There.
Sage. Okay, si parang Janila ay
Yeah.
nasa Sage.
He'll accept a slot there, and maybe after this whole tournament, he'll play with you. He'll give you that time, you know. I'm just like, oh, I'm
Sana.
so
Dami
shy.
fans si John, ha?
Dude, I'm a big fan of so many of them right now. You have the likes of John, and you have Lucid. You also have Shang and Aya
It's
representing on the
crazy.
female spectrum. It's gonna be amazing because we see different parts of pro play on both the male side and the female side, and then we have our personality here. Na tipong oy stream lang, tas biglang they just pop off and just show up
Yeah, dude.
here and now. You know, we had a bit of a secret scrim session nga recently, and we saw some names really pop off. Na baka magulat ka na lang. So praktisadong mga teams natin. You guys think that we see 4 duelists there for KaKaJaYaHapStep, it's gonna be a joke? No, they are gonna be having something in plan. BREN ESmurfs also on the same side, and we do have to kind of analyze now these rosters since it is gonna be high time to get into Ascent. Seems like though we are gonna be starting things off with KaKaJaYaHapStep gonna be playing the defensive. I believe BREN ESmurfs is gonna be on the attack, and let's get into this one. We'll double check with the overlay there, and well, what do you think about this map with these two rosters, Bim?
Now here's the thing. For the side of KaKaJaYaHapStep, I do believe that they are on the defense, and they are starting on defense. Kaja just going ham straight up. Tsaka parang gets ko yung aggressive lineup nila. Pa nag-swap sila ng side mamaya, diba? Parang pabor sa kanila yung attack. So, it kind of makes sense, I guess.
Quick one, and there you have it. 1-0
That was a quick one.
agad.
Hindi ko pa nga natatapos yung intro ko. Tapos na.
That's Kaka and Kaja. They decide to just go at it, and they get 3 and 2 kills respectively. In a case like this, you're running how many duelists again, Mr. Vim? You would
There's like
see that
4
defense.
duelists.
It's an attack. It will always be an attack. No
Always
matter
gonna be
what,
an attack,
they will just be pouncing on the opposition. And in a case like this, they make that first round really quick.
Yeah, it's super common to like push out A main like that, especially if you have a Jet and an Omen defending A side. So again, they're stacking A main, so they're not gonna do that sort of early aggression again, but that does secure them at least, the pistol round and the post pistol round, most likely.
KaKa's gonna be looking to hold on back. KaKaJa in the meantime with the stinger. At one dark cover muna, and someone comes in. Rabbit and Nuts About Gaming both going down. 3 in a row para kay KaKaJa. He says, line up lang kayo dyan. You are all gonna get taken down in the first place. And KaKaJa holding on to the arcway here. Throws down the smoke. Vanilla in the meantime trying to make it happen, but KaKaJa will get 4. And his jaw is gonna get broken there completely. What a push here with the stinger. He has just said that this is what this gun is all about. At makaka-ace si KaKaJa gamit ng isang stinger. He really just brings a brute into this one. And umpisa pa lang, you see the power here. 2-0 for KaKaJaYaHapStep.
I mean, fun fact, if you're using a stinger, yung bala tsaka magazine, yung ammo capacity niya, it's only just enough to get an ace. And he managed to make it work. And KaKaJa is just absolutely popping off right now. Talagang pinapakita nila yung yung sobrang aggressive playstyle nila dahil nga 4 yung duelists. I don't think I've ever seen this in a tournament format. And this is what GGZ is all about. You know, this is sort of like, the fantasy draft type of thing. And, we've gotten to that point in the pro scene na medyo nag-develop na we have our crowd favorites. But trades going out.
Good start there for KaKaJa, but here we go. Haps also getting on the board. Aggression again from the defense, but this time though, it seems like we've realized that tambay na muna tayo dito for BREN ESmurfs, and Aya gonna be trying to go for the brawl, but Vanilla will get that kill instead. Jaw drop yet again. Kaka in the meantime by the Kavi of victory, and can he get that takedown? He runs on in versus the Sova. Rabbit gonna be looking to get that kill, and there you have it. Third round turnaround. BREN ESmurfs realizing that on this attack BIM, they're gonna be cosplaying as a defense, and they're able to hold the line.
Now, if they get just about maybe 4 or 5 points on offense for the side of BREN ESmurfs, feeling ko sobrang pabor sa kanila yung defense kasi meron silang sentinel. Dalawa yung sentinel nila. Conversely, on the other side, sa KaKaJaYaHapStep, they might sort of just go all in, just fly onto site and sort of overpower that. But we'll see. I do believe we're going to be seeing an operator for KaKaJa. So talagang relentless yung defense nila dito. They're going to bring the fight to the offensive.
I really feel like the map side doesn't matter right now, Vim. You can screw up the overlay and it doesn't matter because KaKaJa will get that first pick off. And we are going to be expecting BREN ESmurfs to play a little more defensively on their offense. But KaKaJa is making it look so clean and easy. He asks, what's your favorite kind of flavor? Not vanilla there, because that's going to be the Sage going down for John. And now Lucid going to be looking to push. But Big Brother might be watching here and now. Perfect lang talaga na Cypher na laro niya, no? But it's now 3v5 and this is going to be really slow here for BREN ESmurfs.
Give me a sec. I am encountering some technical difficulties here.
Okay, so KaKaJa gonna be holding on to the Cubby while Mr. Vim tries to fix things up. And in the meantime, that operator making such a big difference here on Ascent. We've seen a lot of success with this gun on a map like this so far. And in a case like this, KaKaJa still looking to hold the line. Still, Omen now gonna be on the other side. Kaka by A itself. Rotate muna dito do ang BREN ESmurfs. At ayan na si Ching. He just gets the ding there. Goodbye to the op. Looking to make it happen. Lear though in order, but Kaka with the judge in hand. And here comes the Cypher. But Lucid gonna be dreaming there. One member left. It's Shang all alone. Can she survive?
They're doing like super well on defense. And of course, Shang gets a kill on Haps, but Kaka with the judge play though, don't you just love holding that angle over at A-shirt? Parang sobrang nakakasa rin pag naka-judge ka, tapos nakabang ka dun sa corner na yan. It's just the best place to hold a judge on Ascent. And there are so many places actually. Yeah, there's so many sneaky spots like to use the judge or the shotgun for that matter here on this map.
When you look at their names though, KaKaJa and Kaka, they are just one letter away. The thing about it is, one was playing the shotgun and one was playing the sniper. Just a really back-to-back action. And I think sinasadya ni KaKaJa at ni Kaka to na magkasama lang sila para malito tayo ngayon. But here comes the push now from the side of BREN ESmurfs. On to B site we go. Dubstep though in the meantime with a curveball. Lear gonna get broken already, and Dubstep hiding into the cubby here by the lug stuff. KaKaJa with the kill. Vanilla with the guardian, but that's Dubstep getting 2. And it seems like personalities clashing here. But Rabbit gonna get a hat trick there yet again. He gets 2 so far. TP muna dyan para kay Shang going over to the site itself. But unfortunately for her, even though she secures the site here, yung spike na kay Rabbit pa.
So it looks like di pa sila makakaplan dito. This is gonna be really tough win condition for them. Definitely have to use the showstopper, but
there we go. Aya. Wow.
Popping off.
Gang 2 and KaKaJaYaHapStep. You know why she's in the middle of that name? Because she is the star of the show there, getting the final 2 blows. Aya cleaning that one up. And now we will see the defense yet again make their aggression count. What's a lead here though for KaKaJaYaHapStep? They've taken 4 out of 5 rounds here. Jet diff ba?
Sobrang jet diff kasi si Kaja just really maximizing the mobility of Jet and really feeling out like the real estate that he has given access to so far. He's just sort of with impunity, just wreaking havoc all over the map.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous there. It really feels like na kung ano man klaseng pwesto na gusto niya kunin, he's just able to make it effective. But Kaka just lines it up there. Vanilla gonna go down. Ching though in the meantime with the refrag, pero grabe lang si Kaka. Paint shots at bala. Wala na lang takas dun para kay John.
It's like Empress is going to be activated, and they're going to be pushing all onto a site here.
Oh, Aya though holding the angle by the door. Haps is there as well. Pops the dismiss though, has to be careful against Shang. And Kaja there with the save. Now sees the Cypher. 1 HP para kay Lucid. Kaja will wrap it up. And yet again, the collapse here for KaKaJaYaHapStep. Lumusap sila. Pag nagsama-sama sila, alam mo na, maraming mamamatay sa kabila, Vim.
I think at this point they gotta try to play for picks and sort of punish the aggression that Kaja and Kaka are exhibiting at this point. And diba, kailangan mo pitas yung isa kasi pag if they just like sort of try and overpower a certain site, ang bilis nila mag-rotate, bilis mag-respond. I mean, you know, yung Jet, yung Omen, yung Raze, kaya nilang lumipad eh. So biglang boom, andun na sila sa site.
Just fly in, and there we have it. So, 5-1 advantage dito para sa KaKaJaYaHapStep. We'll see though. I really want to see BREN ESmurfs pretend to actually play the defensive here. But Ching says he can just pop off and get that kill. Hap's going to be going on down. You know, Ching has been showing off on that Reyna. Not really his usual role. But there we go again. Ching is just steamrolling right now. Kaka though looking to hold at Kaka. Bunny hop. Huli si Vanilla there. And that's going to be the Sova also falling. Kaka now with the paint shells in hand. Runs out of bullets though. Sees the Cypher hop on away. We're seeing that a lot here. Everyone just jumping away from each other, Vim.
A lot of multi-kills happening. I'd like to see faster trade fags happen, but perhaps, you know, that is just the nature of the situation. Dubstep taking out Nuts About Gaming, and Ching takes on Kaka in return.
And there we have the trades, and Ching is just popping off like crazy. 5 HP here for Lucid. Dubstep in the meantime, gonna be looking to hold by the boathouse. Curveball in hand, but forgets to change his gun! And knife out. This is why you don't bring a knife out to a gunfight. And there you have it. A round goes in favor of BREN ESmurfs as Ching just shows up in that round.
And that was really good closing kill from Lucid, of course, while Flash. Natimingan lang niya yung pagka-pick ni Dubstep dun. That goes in. Really well played.
Really well played indeed. And sayang, kahit the curveball is effective, in the end, it doesn't matter if you just aren't ready to shoot.
Exactly.
Have you ever tried to shoot with a knife? I don't think there's a trigger.
You know, other than the Blade Storm, probably not. But,
probably not. No,
it's happened many times. Don't get me wrong.
I'll probably cut my finger or something trying to just cut these vegetables. But hey, you know, sometimes things happen. You know, there was once a story where I had mouse wheel bounded to jump, and then I jumped in front of someone and died. So I just got rid of that. So things like that really happen to some of our players. But Kaka will show us how it's done with the entry here and now. Resto in order. Good stuff there from Vanilla. Realizing situation. 5v5 tayo uli dito with the ultimate used up.
I mean, they still have heal. He could heal. No, sorry. That's Kaka. That's low HP. My bad. I'm getting confused because there's a bit of blur on the... Anyhow, so BREN Ching is gonna be taking out Dubstep, his teammate. Oh!
I think Ching is just saying now, Dubstep, I'm the one who's going to be playing Jet nowadays. But there we have Haps getting the ding there. Aya in the meantime still making the streak happen. 2 in a row for the Reyna, and Aya will pop off on the site itself. Dismissed to get away. Here comes the Omen, and can Shang get this kill? Turn around between the generator. It's just going to be a roundabout affair, and Aya will wrap it up. There we have the 6-2 scoreline. Mapapa-Aya ka na lang dahil kay Aya because she is just getting the streaks that she needs to play this agent right.
I'm really impressed so far by what I'm seeing with Aya's performance. Very strong defensive hold onto A site. She knows how to play those sort of that dismiss and sort of peek those corners, especially around generator. I love defending that part of A site. There's so many ways on how you can play around it, and she's using it to the maximum.
Aya's been doing it so well. Look at her KDA.
7-2.
7-2. It's she's a star of the show. She says, okay, guys, you can handle this, but when I need to actually show up, I will just show up like crazy. 7-2 is no laughing matter, but here comes Lucid with a tap onto 2. Doesn't care if he doesn't see what's in front of him, and it really goes to show that Big Brother loves to watch him here and now. But here comes the kills again. KaKaJaYaHapStep. They just make these rounds so quick with the quad duelists, and you can see if you don't counter this kind of agent composition, you will just die immediately.
You definitely have to punish their aggression. Now, here's the thing. Like, they were sort of exploding onto Courtyard for the side of BREN ESmurfs. However, short and mid and like deep mid weren't really smoked off at that point. So they were able to get picked off one by one. And that's something you really have to be careful about. Perhaps, again, play a bit slower. Since when you're going to try to face a quad duelist lineup head-on, you're probably going to be on the short end of the stick.
There we have Ching saying that he has the better part of that stick, good sir. He gets that first kill. KaKaJa, though, in the meantime, with a trade on back. Hap still looking around, but Rabbit shoots through the doorway. And goodbye, good riddance there onto another one. 4v3 situation. Aya, though, looking to hold yet again. Tries to do against Ching, but the Empress allows him to keep the crown on the Reina. And now it is 1v4. KaKaJa has been popping off all day here, especially with the operator. He has a 1 HP and a dream, but this time, though, he ain't gonna be pulling off that kind of clutch. Ching again with 4, and yet again, kita natin yung mga Reyna talaga, once they pop off on the round, they just do it like crazy.
It's that snowball potential that we love to see. And Ching just doing an excellent job of getting that early pick, very crucial early pick, making space for the rest of his team to collapse onto site. And that's definitely what they need to do. Just sort of try to play for picks first. And of course, Rabbit very quick on the refrag as well. Just right behind Ching. So that's really, really good teamwork so far.
And here on Ascent, it's just so easy to get the flank onto site itself, right? You can move to spawn, but there we have it! Gonna be a takedown there by Rabbit. Vanilla though, kanina pa siya, tipong si John, he's just been staying on the Guardian, and it has been hit or miss, and it's when he does get that hits, it looks so crispy. Rabbit though, in the meantime, by the generator itself, there we have the wall set up yet again. KaKaJa though, in the meantime, looking around with up in hand, but has to run away because the Hunter Fury here from Rabbit popped up, and it really goes to show here the action dito sa ating GG All-Star Invitational with a balance of both having personalities as well as pro players. We can see some really good plays from all sides. Haps though, in the meantime, gonna get that takedown. 4v3 ngayon, and here we go again. Tried to go for the refrag, tried to go for the retake, and Dubstep will open it up.
It's like they are behind generator and under hell. It's like KaKaJa does get a kill onto Shang. Oh my gosh.
KaKaJa, he drops down. Vanilla and Rabbit do get the wrap up there. And in the end, the Sova is the last survivor. Tago lang sa hell at mukhang di matutunan doon yung ice cream talaga. And Hasher Rabbit there doing it to wrap it up. What a way to go though in these rounds. Just kills abound from both sides, and so many trades making sure that this fight is even. But I really like it when BREN ESmurfs gets on site because they can finally play the defense that really caters to their composition.
You know what makes the difference over there when executing that A site? It's Vanilla with that barrier orb and those slow orbs, and then of course Rabbit using that info to try and delay the enemy. Even if you don't get as many frags as Sage, really the value comes out of those barrier orbs and sort of execution and post-plant.
And Dubstep right now at least trying to burn off B main here, making sure that the fire and the furnace gonna be all good yet again. Still though, Rabbit's gonna be in the middle here, and maybe, just maybe, we'll find out if this can be BREN ESmurfs making it at least a 7-5 scoreline before we get into the half-time swap. KaKaJa, in the meantime, playing ultra aggressively. Interesting enough though, look at what he's holding right now, Vim. He has the judge in hand and he's trying to bait people out to move there, but Rabbit opens up the middle instead. But Haps and Dubstep go down, but I believe Aya now with the refrag on, and it's 3v3. We'll see whose star can shine here and now in this round.
I mean, Rabbit only with 1 HP. You got a Reina with an Empress online. It's going to be really scary. But, you know, all things considered, I think BREN ESmurfs is doing a really good job. We got Nuts About Gaming right here, clearing out A site.
Yeah,
see if Aya can, let's see if Aya can spot her out.
Here.
We'll see, but
30
KaKaJa is gonna get
seconds
spotted out here by John instead, and that's Vanilla getting that kill. Aya in the meantime sees the Sova, and goodbye to Rabbit. He opens up the middle, but apparently he can't see the one in front of him. This is the Reyna right now, just looking to pop off yet again. The defense though, oh, it's gonna be a potential 1v2 situation here for Aya. Can she hold against the spike there? It's gonna be all up to the Empress here and now, and we'll see if Aya can make that scream. No, but it's not about gaming. Shang will get that shutdown. 2v1 now, spike is planted, and here comes the raise. Can we see Kaka clutch it against 2?
He has information on where the 2 are located. It's like
The front.
does get taken out by Vanilla.
That's
Impact
well
frags,
played.
let's go.
Impact frags, and seems like the Realm is going to be happy with that one, as Janilla able to clutch it out there. 7-5 right now, swapping some sides, and a very, very close score line here and now, Mr. Vim. But now we see the 4 duelists on the attacking side, now we see the double Sentinel on the defensive side. So what do you think? Who can hold against who here?
Now here's the thing. As I mentioned earlier, there are 3 of those agents that can basically, jump over those tripwires. They can just jump or fly onto site. And then, of course, you have those 2 flashes in that paranoid. So it's going to be really hard if they try to explode and collapse onto site. I really think they should double up on each site and sort of perhaps even leave mid open. Maybe triple up on A, for example. I think it's much easier to defend B, especially if you have Cypher on there. But you can't really rely on those tripwires if you have KaKaJa on that sort of that jet that can just dash through those traps.
Yeah, and we are back, guys. So quick little pause right there. Welcome back, Mr. Vyminal. And
Welcome back.
that was a pretty hot start there. And then
Absolutely.
The quad duelist just decided.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if we go aggro. It doesn't matter if we stay on site. We'll just look for those kills, and it worked out. And in the meantime, I really feel though for BREN ESmurfs that they could have actually played defensively on the attacking side, but then they realized how they wanted to attack, and it was such a good second half of the first half, if you get my drift. That latter part really was allowed them to reel it back 7-5.
Kasi diba, Daks, parang kita mo tong quad duelist, and then at the beginning of the game, talagang mabibigla ka eh. Kasi, they put the pedal in the metal and like, no holds barred. Pero, the fact of the matter is, medyo one-dimensional yung sort of playstyle if you play quad duelist, right? And it's very, very easy to sort of punish that and sort of read into that. And I think BREN ESmurfs did an excellent job at trying to sort of ease the tension there.
Yeah, it's just you have to figure out from the shock factor, right? It's so shocking when you see quad duelists. It is very, very simple to play. You just run in and get those takedowns. And as you mentioned though, it is very, very simple to counter. If you find a way to actually get those pickoffs against them, you're gonna have an easier time getting on site. And we saw a lot of control there being taken by the squadron of BREN ESmurfs. We saw multiple times how they went on that attack, pasok sila mid, get mid control, take market, and they had all the options in the world and more to set up on either A and B, and that really helped them out in the latter rounds in the first half.
They're playing a very well-balanced, sort of flexible lineup. And of course, you can't ignore the Herculean efforts of Ching, just securing those first blood kills and opening up the rest of the site. In order for Janilla to be able to, put up those barrier orbs.
It's interesting though that we're seeing Janilla play Guardian and Guardian only, man. I guess.
I mean, whatever floats your boat, man.
One tap to the head, you just go down. So okay talaga, high risk, high reward, and we've seen it actually be rewarding there for Vanilla. Nakakakuha siya ng mga res, he's able to keep people alive. But really, it was been a fun battle there between Aya and Ching. Reyna diff versus Reyna diff. Sometimes it's Ching popping off, sometimes it's Aya popping off. Neither side letting up, but it really goes to show. Na parang si Ching, he's like, what do you call that? He's really that kind of entry. He wants to go in. He wants to go guns blazing. Si Aya naman in the meantime is like, oh, sige na kayo na guys. And then she sees, everyone said, it's my time to shine. And we've seen her clutch it outright multiple times on something like B site. And well, it really feels that we're seeing some of these names that you wouldn't really expect from the first place to pop off. Well, pop enough. And that's what we're so happy about dito sa GG Easy All-Star Invitational. Alam mo, Vim, ako nga skeptical noon eh. Pero nakita ko mga scrim ng mga players. And then I'm just like, okay, now I'm hyped. Okay, now I'm excited. And honestly, okay, I really want to see what's gonna be going on here because no one is, well, gonna be kind of a setup there na tipong okay na sila yung personality doon sila sa baba. No, they can actually get all the way up top and be impressive there.
I mean, kaya sobrang nakakatuwa yung nangyayari ngayon. Naging posible itong GGEZ All-Star Invitational. Kasi parang nag-develop na yung pro scene to the point na meron tayong mga crowd favorites. Alam natin kung sino yung mga top players from top teams and around the scene. Tapos naging sort of medyo mainstream na rin yung Valorant in that many different personalities have adopted the game and have built very successful careers around it just since launch. And it's so cool that everybody's coming together, for the love of the game. Valorant, here we go.
Back into the action. Yes, sir. And it's time to get back into the action. And here we are with BREN ESmurfs going to be on the defensive this time. Ching will be looking to hold by the cubby itself. Seems like the clarity is going to be in favor here. At least I was able to wear my glasses here and now. But Ching and Dubstep, you see why they're part of the BREN Esports roster. They get the entries here and now. Here comes Shang, though, holding on to the courtyard by the generator itself. And this is Aya going to be backing on out instead. Spike now retrieve. B site might be the way to go because there's only a trap and a tripwire waiting for them there.
They are going to be sort of rotating here. Vanilla might be... I think he should wait for a heal before they actually sort of aggressively rotate here. But they're taking it the sweet time. It's going to be 3v4.
Dito muna si Dubstep sa mid-link teams po si Rabbito. In the meantime, huli niya si Haps dyan. At ayan naman, high ground advantage dito para sa BREN ESmurfs. But Dubstep, sabi lang niya, pasok siya sa gitna. And there we have the hot hands now. But this is gonna be Shang, knowing that something is amiss. Alam na niya na may tao malapit. She hears the gunshot. And there is Ching with a backstab instead. 3 versus 1 ngayon. BREN ESmurfs with the advantage. It's all up to Aya here. And now, if anyone can clutch it, it can be her. But Ching again shows off with the Reyna. If anyone can clutch it, it can be him on that agent as well. And BREN ESmurfs now getting the first round here in the second half.
And take a look at this. Very even scoreboard. We got a very close game. 7-6 ang scoreline natin. And kitang-kita rin dito sa KDA statistics natin na napaka-init ng laban, napakalapit. And talagang balanced yung teams natin. Again, parang parang fantasy draft nga kumbaga. Yung nangyayari dito. And nakakatuwa talaga. Parang kakaiba yung yung pakiramdam. Casting this. Kasi parang this is some sort of alternate dimension. Some sort of alternate reality. That we will probably never see happen again.
It's just gonna be, we can always make it happen. But right now, Rabbit is making the wall banks happen here. And now, kasi tatlo huli niya dun. Isang pathway ng patay na kayo lahat. Lucid is also gonna be there. And there we have it. 7-7. BREN ESmurfs able to tie it up. And this is what their comp is all about, Pim. Double Sentinel means that they are able to play on-site really, really well.
I mean, it's a pretty standard, I'd say, team comp right there. And of course, on paper, I think, quad duelist, medyo astig siya. Pero when it comes to perhaps this level of play, and of course, despite pro players being mixed with personalities, mataas ang level of play natin dito sa GGEZ. And it might not fly.
Might not.
Quite ironic.
You know who might fly though? It might be the Rays of Kaka. He throws down the paint shells dito sa may kabina naman, and Ching has to back out. Marshall in hand, but he takes bullets immediately, forcing him to back away because Aya with the Vandal. We have Shang on the inside though of the smoke. At tingnan natin kung kaya ng Nuts Bot Game makahuli ng iba kasi back off muna tayo dyan, using the smoke there to get on the way. But that Lear is so scary and she was almost shot up there.
Kaka being sneaky right here on top of the wall here. They're doubling up market, Daks. And I think it's super smart. They're not overextending and they're waiting for commitment. They're waiting for the aggression of the quad duelist composition. I think that's what they need to do.
Yeah, Kaka gonna be on top here. Vanilla and Hapsto gonna get one apiece so far. And in a case like this, it's Kaka again, just wrapping it up on Silver Panther. But Ching though, with a beautiful shot there onto the Omen. Goodbye na lang. And he does it again. Left and right, whatever freaking direction that he wants to take. That is just gonna be looking so good for Ching. Dubstep though, seeing Rabbit there. And it's now 2v1, Ching versus the world. It seems like Spike can get planted all the way on B side.
30 seconds left.
It's gonna be a tall order. It's gonna be Kaka and of course Dubstep. Gonna be a 2v1. He does have Empress And he was able to get that Vandal. See if he
And
can
there we
actually...
go. Lear in hand, Mr. Vim. And like you said,
crossfire sila dito.
mukhang paraan sila sa may B main mismo. At si Ching maglalakad lang. Huli niya yung raise. One goes down. Kaka is falling. And that is Dubstep answering back and will prevent the clutch of his own teammates. There we have it. The duelist finally getting around back. And KaKaJaYaHapStep back on the board. 8-7 ngayon after 3 rounds dito sa second half.
MVP talaga ng round na yun si Kake. Naka-multi-kill siya onto mid. And I guess at this point, maybe exploding onto side kasi nga dalawang sentinel yung nasa side ng BREN ESmurfs. Maybe sort of trying to overpower a side won't really work. Maybe they can rely on their sort of autonomy of their agents and try to go for picks as well.
There we have it. It really feels kung makapitas lang, you're already gonna have the advantage there. Pero si Dubstep, back out na naman dyan dahil sa Recon Bolt. And you already know, on B main, it's just so easy to get the biggest gun in the game, the Odin, and just spam it down through the wall. But here comes Janilla playing the classic A-hold with the Sage. Wall muna dyan, slow kung kailangan, at naghihintay na siya ng paraan. Makahanap tayo ba per si Rabbit? Ayun na, tinataran ng bala si Dubstep. Vanilla looking for an angle, doesn't see anyone though, and it's 5v4 in favor of BREN ESmurfs now.
Before Ascent, I never really used the Odin, but Ascent has made me a believer. Vanilla making me a believer as well.
No, Ching also gonna be holding close, and here we go again. Ching is absolutely on fire in this game, and BREN ESmurfs, you already know why BREN is in that name dahil lang kay Ching. At now, it's Aya all alone sa may top mid. Naghanap siya ng mahuhuli. Sayaw-sayaw muna si Ching sa gitna ng mapa natin, but here comes the Shag, and here comes Ching. Both go down, but Janilla there with the flank in time, and 8-8 at mukhang ito na tactical crouch time na ba from the defense. Will we actually see it? But BREN ESmurfs making this such a close game after a poor start there to the first half.
I mean, check this out. Ching, 22 frags on the board. This is absolutely insane. Such a Herculean effort coming in from him. But, I got to commend the quad duelist team. They're very, very well-rounded. Their KDA very well spread out. All of them putting in the work as duelists. Now, let's see if Kaka can do something pretty nasty with that Bucky, though.
Pain shells, and Ching is going to be in 50 HP. If he wants to make this happen, well, he's going to get the heal there from Vanilla to start things off. And here we go again. Shang looking to make sure that Ching's going to be absolutely nuts. Inside the smoke, gets one, but Haps with the frenzy in time. And there we have it. But Rabbit right now, electricity yet again coursing through his veins. Ching, mga kadalawa rin. Si Lucid, naghahanap na mahuhuli pa, but it's already done there in the middle. And it's all up to Dubstep. A sheriff in hand, one taps for days, and we'll see if the Daks can actually happen here.
I mean, at this point, he just has to get a gun, perhaps. That's the best case scenario for him here.
Dubstep crawling through the middle. Dangerous waters because we see Aya trying to look around and comes into the courtyard itself. So si Dubstep, tama na picnic. Punta muna tayo dito sa taas, sa may rafters mismo. At nag-iingay ang ating Sage reloads in front despite Dubstep catching her up. But there we have it. It's a 1v1 inside the cubby, and that is gonna be Daks. We see Vanilla winning out the window war. Wash lang dyan, and there we go again. The Realm will get one more round into this one.
Vanilla with the taunt, spraying the air and sort of reloading just right beside Dubstep, I guess trying to bait the attention. But for the side of KaKaJaYaHapStep, they got 5 ultimates. And this is going to be something pretty interesting. You got that Phoenix who can entry, you got the Reyna who can entry, you got the Jet who can entry, you got the, you get what I'm saying.
Everyone can enter, even the Omen can honestly enter here when you look at the kind of roster. If he goes for the TP behind everyone else and then the duelists suddenly come, then you are just gonna get the KaKaJaYaHapStep sandwich. Probably gonna be a good field there for sabi ni Dubstep. Here we go. Run it back muna sa umpisa, pero wala na siya magagawa. Look at the amount of cages here set up by Lucid. He already knows what to do just to hide away from the sightlines. And speaking of that one though, it's gonna be Aya now with the kill off the Rabbit. That's about gaming, hiding on the cubby, but here comes Dubstep now on the board. And it's up to Lucid here to try and prevent this plant. We'll see if this can't be star power yet again. It's gonna be a film viewing here as Lucid gets to, and he is going to be the biggest further of them all. Vanilla now with a tag as well. Here we go with the push at the boathouse, and that is gonna be a tag team tandem. Stars align for Lucid and Vanilla, and that is BREN ESmurfs defending the land and getting the 10-8 lead.
That was just beautifully played by Lucid. He was able to hold off of quad duelist lineup with ultimates popping off. I mean, ang ganda ng Cypher cages din eh. May one way, tapos sa speedway, harang din, and then of course you got those very cheeky tripwires as well. So, you know, he's doing a great job at playing Sentinel. And despite what happened?
The
Cypher cage deck. Yeah, that was something else. That was something else. You know, Lucid's been, you know, this guy plays a lot of rank. I see him online like early in the morning.
Yeah,
you know, he's addicted to the game.
You're such a famous guy, Mr. Vim.
Why you gotta do me like that, bro?
No, everyone. But I gotta say though, Lucid, he said he saw what was happening on B main, and he just looked at it's showtime. It's time to see what we can do here and now, and we'll find out if Kaja can actually get another shot here, because that's not about game. First, he'll have some meantime with the trade. Ayan, si Rabbit on naman, malapitan, he'll get that kill. And in a case like this though, KaKaJaYaHapStep running out of steam, because we're finally seeing BREN ESmurfs answer accordingly. Vanilla now with a tap onto Aya. This is gonna be Kaka coming closer and closer, going for the jiggle. Does he get it? But Rabbit with a backstep in the Omen. Here comes the Boombot though. One versus the world again. We'll see if the Omen can actually make it happen here. And now there's the spray Haps with the tag, but it's just a lot of bullets. And eventually Lucid and Vanilla go for the crossfire. The Cypher will get that kill.
Really impressive defense so far. They do have a res online, and of course the Omen TP as well. From the shadows, gonna give you a lot of information, especially on defense. You know, they might pull off something tricky here. Kaja will definitely try to go for picks with that operator. And they are sort of down for the count here, 8-11 scoreline. But of course, anything is possible, especially with Kaja on that operator. Very, very scary.
Here we go again, sniper rifle in hand, and we'll see if this is actually gonna be enough to play the long-range game. But here we go again, Ching playing into the wide. Sabi niya, konting, just a little bit of a treat before everything else does actually come into play. At sakto lang, you know, Ching is on that Reyna. She wants to sample your soul like she wants to sample here on wine, and there you have it. That's the first glass in order. Ching will get the kill onto Dubstep. It's gonna be Janilla trying to hold, but Kaka will get the jump there instead. One task for days, Hap's gonna be looking to do the same, and a good crossfire there, working together to take a side. But here comes Shang now baiting out with TP. Neither side though letting up, and plant coming in order for KaKaJaYaHapStep. And Kaka with a kill again, but that's about gaming, pushing into the door. Rabbit is also gonna get a kill. Haps on the board too, and it's now 2v1 Vim.
And this is you know, you're gonna definitely expect someone to be sort of at long and of course hell. But look at this, Aya is making her way onto heaven. I think she's gonna catch Shang completely off guard here.
High ground muna dyan, not about gaming. Drop it down, and Haps!
Yeah, the right idea.
Right? Yeah, good idea there. Sadly, when you jump that high, you already know that that is going to be a hard time for you to get your aim back. So there we have it. Ang score natin, 9-11, if I do remember. Yes, it is a 9-11 nga makita natin ngayon. Good lead though still for the side of BREN ESmurfs. But KaKaJaYaHapStep, if they can take sites like that, they can go a long way to equalize this game.
Definitely. Kaja not yet finding value from his operator. But I think at this point, they got to be really careful when they're lurking. Ching just pops out of nowhere in the most unexpected places. He keeps rotating all around the map. Every round he plays somewhere else. They're trying to keep the opponent guessing here.
And we'll find out if we can actually guess where these guys are gonna go. As here we go again, Ching by the Cubby. Hilig talaga niya sa position na to. Very, very successful for him all throughout the game, Mr. Vim. And in a case like this, mukhang mapapagragal konti ginagawa ng KaKaJaYaHapStep. But suddenly, there's a confirmation. Rumabot gonna get taken down, and Kaja will get the kill onto Ching.
That was a really ballsy move, like taking out that Boombot and then dry peeking. But Kaja seizing the opportunity right there. Could be their opening here.
It's up to Lucid now to hold the line yet again. Is it going to be another show of force from him? It's time to see what he can do, and we'll find out if he can hold. There we go with the tripwire though. Goes for the Omen first and tries to go for the recall all the way to Kaka instead, but it's not going to happen with the transfer. Rabbit though spamming down with the Odin. Someone's still waiting. There's the dash on the way. 3v3 ngayon. Pero kaya pa ni Rabbit mahuli yan. Kaja now making distance happen at long range. Huli is a Rabbit dyan. It's just another hunt going in favor to the Jet, and KaKaJaYaHapStep looking to set up
30
on
seconds left.
But this can be Shang denying this immediately. What a pickup from the Omen. Perfect time. Kaka though with the refrag, and it's all up to John. But here we have the res available.
definitely want to get the Reyna back online because he could have that extra 50 HP. Looks like he might be able to get a pick off Kaka right here.
Here comes the flight snow, showstopper in hand. He hits the double backstone Vim, and Vanilla gonna fall. Now it's 2v1. Ching though caught out by Dubstep, and KaKaJaYaHapStep again. 10-11 now. They are still going at this game, Mr. Bim.
Still going at it. 3 ultimates online. They can definitely make a play around Dubstep's run it back here.
Run it back. So important. And what do you think now? What is the biggest factor for KaKaJaYaHapStep having the success in the past few rounds?
I think it's just sort of the change of pace that they're doing. They're not really just trying to overwhelm a site.
Make some chaos.
They're winning their duels. I think that's the thing. They're starting to win their duels again, and sort of just trusting in their aim and sort of getting the best of their opponents that way. Especially Kaja, securing that A short angle.
That's exactly what you have to do with the quad duelist comp in the first place. And in a case like this, tingnan natin nga kung kaya na itigil to ng BREN ESmurfs. We see that scoreboard. You can already see Ching doing an absolutely Herculean effort. Lahat na lang dinadala niya ngayon. And he is absolutely crazy on that Reyna so far. You don't usually see Ching play the duelist there in their usual agent pool. But here comes Dubstep now pushing on forward. Run it back though, forcing him back. Buti na lang, may extra life siya. Kasi ito na si Rabbit with the Hunter's Fury looking for a target or two. At mukhang BREN ESmurfs has finally slowed down this pace again to a crawl.
Very sneaky play right there. Look at the spike. It's coming on to B right now, but most of BREN ESmurfs are heavy stacked at the A side. Really good bait and switch right there. And you could trust Dubstep to sort of hold his own, against an entire site.
Oh,
really well
absolutely waiting. And here we go with Ching. And as you said, Dubstep can actually go for the hold. But right now, the hold has to happen here on B sites. Empress, though, has been popped by the side of the attack. And we'll see if Aya can get the kills that she needs. Rabbit, though, dito muna sa palengke na naman. At ito si Hapsa, si Kaka. Rabbit gonna get the kill on back. Si Aya mag-peek. Pero ayan na si Vanilla na naman. May sagot siya. Phantom in hand this time. Tama na raw yung Guardian. And here comes Dubstep with the flag there again. Hapsa look at the hold. That's gonna be not bad gaming with the kill. And it's Omen versus Omen. Who has the better hoodie? 2 HP na G para kay Shang, pero si Haps, isisirain lang niya yon. 3 in a row para kay Haps with the boathouse defense, and we are all tied up with a Wishline score.
Grabe talaga hindi natin i-expect. Grabe yung momentum shift, sort of seesaw battle na nagaganap ngayon. And now we have Kaja on the Blade Storm. Nakita naman natin earlier throughout this game, now, especially if he's on the operator, he has that versatility right now to sort of go on the offensive, sort of make an entry happen as well with a Blade Storm. And having a Blade Storm at the same time, having an operator, it's just really like the best of both worlds.
Cover going out.
You have everything. You just have everything. Parang you just have the max credit card action, and lahat na lang na gusto mo bilhin, pwede talaga. Having the best gun in the game in terms of that one-hit potential, and of course the Blade Storm, the most mobile thing you can use to actually get those kills. Saan ka pa on that jet, right?
I think at this point, BREN ESmurfs, kailangan nila bagala mag-rotate. They have to anchor a site. They have 2 sentinels. They can afford to do that. Ching takes a bit of damage from that boombot over there.
Yeah, when KaKaJaYaHapStep can play proactively, kung pwede na sila maka-apak lang talaga sa kalaban nila, that's where it makes a difference there. But Dubstep now catches out nuts about gaming. Ching looking to hold, he's looking to line it up, but Kaka will go down. But here comes Haps again with Sue. Trades about 1v2 biglaan lang talaga. You can see the fast and furious action because of the quad duelist. But in the end, there's only one still standing. It's the Blade Storm in hand, but the last angle sprays it down, and that should dunk it, Jonathan, yet again. Vanilla will make it happen. 12-11 ngayon, and Janilla just showing us how it's done there.
He had a rough start, but check out his KDA right now, 14-13. Really getting a lot of value off that Sentinel kit, and of course, getting a lot of frags on the board as well. But this is absolutely insane. I mean, check out Ching and Rabbit, 24 and 26 frags respectively. This is pretty insane.
And look at the amount of systems John has. Vanilla with 14 and 13 and 12. That's good symmetry right there.
KDA, yeah.
That's a really good one. And it really goes to show that his assists have been because of his heals and some good reses here and there as well. Making the stage still counts. Not gonna be a pick that's just overrun multiple times. Pero they overrun talaga. Because here comes Kaja with the stinger. But Vanilla survives with 2 HP, protecting the Sova. At yun talaga, si Doc nag-aalaga ngayon. At sabi niya, bantay muna siya dito sa B main.
Here.
Looks like more trades happening here. Haps getting a 2K.
Doing it, but Ching with the answer back here, Vim. And now with the orbs in hand, it's up to the Smiths and the Devar to just get juggled around. 3v3 muna tayo dito. Double here to go for the push. At mukhang nag-hunting na naman ngayon si Ching.
I mean, very good call to rotate right there. They don't have to commit as of that moment, pero napaganda pinapakita ng BREN ESmurfs dito. They're sort of holding on to sight. They're expecting there to rotate. You know, they're trusting their teammates to sort of hold off certain choke points as well. Not Bad Gaming does have that inkling that Dubstep is at Garden, but with a flank.
He's spraying, and he almost gets the kill. Eventually, he does. Shang gonna be going on down. She was exposed there because of the Vandal on the other side. At tatalon si Lucid para lang mamatay. Jump for joy, no jump to die. Ching, though, in the meantime, pushing from spawn back into the beats, looking to play into the Gardens. But this is a 1v2. He'll see Dubstep, no catches him in there. It's time pressure here para kay Haps. 12 HP and a dream. This is a much of a lifeline here that KaKaJaYaHapStep has in store. And we'll see right now. 2 seconds left. Out of time, and victory will go to BREN ESmurfs. Mukhang nabitawan lang ni Haps, hindi lang yung pagplat ng spike, kundi yung larong ito. And there you have it. Victory for BREN ESmurfs. They will move on with an amazing comeback, especially on the second half.
Check this out. Rabbit and Shing topping off the scoreboard, but very even KDA score across the board. I mean, grabe yung comeback nila, no? 5-0 scoreline at the beginning of the game. Talagang napaka-explosive ng duo ni Kaka and Kaja. But in the end, nakapag-adjust ang BREN ESmurfs. And of course, nagwagi sila sa defensive half dahil nga dalawa ang Sentinel na and talagang nahirapan. Kahit on paper na medyo okay yung quad duelist, I think in the end, it's just, that's what it is on paper.
This is such a good start there, diba? Yung sobrang shock and awe nung buong quad duelist. Parang pag makikita mo yung quad duelist, ano ba ni-expect ko, Vim? Mamamatay ka ba o mamamatay ka ba? How do you actually counter that one? And it was an amazing efforts from every single person there. But kita talaga natin, si Ching nagsabi siya, I'm just gonna flex all of this. And he just really brought in such a big effort there. We saw Aya pop off on the other side. So Reyna, pero si Ching talaga eventually just being a bit more consistent there, getting the kills. But I gotta say, Jonilla surprising me very, very much in that game. It was like
very well
played. An effort. Like may mga clutch siya, and the fact that he was able to get that many assists on the stage really goes to show that he survived a lot para lang mahil mga kampanya, para maka-res kahit it didn't really always work out. The fact doesn't lie. That is a stage that is a survivor, and that is something to take note. Pero double Sentinel talaga, such a good way to defend, and naubusan na lang ng steam yung quad duelist there, diba?
Right. I mean, tried and tested team composition for the side of BREN ESmurfs, and it just goes to show how powerful it is. And of course, Rabbit on that SOA, providing them a lot of intel and a lot of stall potential with that Hunter's Fury. Talaga hindi mo pwedeng maliitin yun eh. Mechanically though, sobrang pantay-pantay yung team, no? So I guess quad duelist just doesn't work that way if wala masyadong discrepancy when it comes to mechanical skill. So that was pretty intense. I loved it.
Fun. I had a lot of
fun watching that, dude.
Parang ini-expect natin na may maggulo yung game na yun. But apparently, there still is a semblance of order because you see the Aegis doing what they needed to do. Especially what he saw from Lucid, right? Grabe talaga. Superstar doon sa pag-set up dun sa B site. And like, the stack?
The stack of fabrications. Like, ako pag makita ko yan, especially from the POV of the enemy, parang sabihin ko, okay, anong gagawin ko? Tatakbo na lang ako. Napakaganda.
Parang, it's a Tower God looking to fall onto you. But what a game that was. BREN ESmurfs will move on to round number 2 dito at, thank you to KaKaJaYaHapStep for a long name and a long game there making that quad duelist happen. So, Vim, what's a game that was, man?
That was super intense. And again, I just like to mention that this is something really special kasi hindi talaga, you don't see this every day. Sort of the shuffling of the top tier teams, top tier content creators. It's something really cool and it's something we should all enjoy. And again, we're all here in the name of sort of fostering the local community. We're all getting to know each other better, and talagang maraming sa mga top tier mga pro teams, mga iba-ibang tao, tropa-tropa yung mga yan eh. So di ba? Maganda yung pagkakataon na to para mapakita nila na, okay, what if na parang, sumali silang tournament na tropa-tropa rin.
Yeah, yun talaga yan. And hey, it's been a fun one, and that was only our first game. So it's time to throw you guys back to our amazing host, and well, we'll see you guys on the next one.
Thank you so much, Daks and Vyminal. Eliza, okay ka pa ba after nung game na yun?
Nabit ni Aps! Oh no, kala niya kasi lalabas si Ching doon. Fake it till you make it, sana yung mangyayari. Kaso wala 2 seconds left. It's not enough. Nabitawan ni Haps. Wala na siyang chance kundi sugurin, pero hindi rin siya aabot dahil ayaw lumabas ni Ching doon.
Mahirap din kasi low na yung HP niya doon, diba? So risky talaga yung play na yun. So parang ipit ka na sa sitwasyon na yun. Pero intense yung laban na yun. Imagine mo, nung nag-switch na yung sides, tuluyan na nakakomeback itong BREN ESmurfs. Grabe yung laban. Yan yung gustong-gusto ko mga nakikitang laban dito. Yung dikit na dikit. Saka kita mong puso talaga yung pinanghahawakan ng mga players natin.
Grabe. Hindi lang yun actually. Kasi during the time nung una nakita natin, kala natin one-sided diba? Para sa side ng KaKaJaYaHapStep. Pero nakabawi agad-agad before pa mag-switch naka 7-5 pa sila doon, and nakapag-adjust doon yung BREN ESmurfs sa mga nangyari, and nakita naman natin na 4 yung duelist na meron. Yes, when you're aggressive enough you can push through, pero pag nag-switch na kasi sa defensive side, yung delay na magagawa, yung delay na kayang gawin
ng mga
BREN
Sentinel
ESmurf doon. 2 Sentinel yung meron tayo. Pero gaya ng sabi ng casters natin, sabi ni na Daks, sabi ni na Vyminal, kung hindi mo mapapanalo yung engagements, kahit sabihin mo may 2 Sentinel ka, it's not enough. Barilan pa rin yung laban dito. O sino una mamatay, sino una magpasabog ng bomba, yun pa rin yung mananalo dito. And grabe, I just commend the Kaka and Kaja magic na nangyari kanina. Grabe yun.
Isang letter lang yung pinagkaiba, diba? Pero yung gameplay, ang lakas pareho.
Parang kambal no? Parang kambal sila dito Tsaka pag nakaka-plant dito, yung ating KaKaJaYaHapStep, with BREN ESmurfs, nakita mo ba kanina? Para silang firing squad.
Oo. Game na game Parang, kung ako yun, parang magpapanik ako. Hindi ko na alam saan ako titingin kasi pasabog yung pinapasok ng team na to Pero dito natin makikita yung turning the game around talaga sa Valorant, na hindi porket lamang na lamang kayo sa first half, hindi ibig sabihin na yung kabilang team, hindi sila makakabawi sa second half. So makikita mo na dyan pumapasok yung lamang mo, whether you're an attacker or a defender. Kasi minsan, yung lineup nyo sobrang ganda, pero mas effective pala kayo as attackers or mas effective pala kayo as defenders. Doon talaga magre-reflect yun
Tama. And aside from that, sabi nga natin, barilan yung labanan dito, di ba? So, kailangan may tutok ka din talaga. Pero just a quick information sa lahat ng nanonood, baka napadaan lang kayo sa stream natin dito. Pero welcome again sa GG Easy All-Star Invitational. Dito natin makikita ang pagkakahalo-halo ng mga teams natin. Mainit pa ngayon Magkakabagyo daw, pero mainit pa ngayon. Kaya halo-halo muna para sa mga teams natin dito. Tsaka mainit na laban ang meron tayo dito. Of course, this event wouldn't be possible without our sponsors. Laika, you can go ahead.
Syempre, pasalamatan natin ang ating sponsor na Globe at Home. Because with Globe at Home, you can recreate the world right at home.
Syempre naman, yung official PC partner ng ating KDR Tournament Series, andyan ang Legion Philippines, stylish outside, savage inside. Aside from that, Laika, syempre, paano ba magiging savage ang isang Legion laptop kung walang processor na napakalakas? Of course, we have Intel, which is gaming happens with Intel. Ano naman nun? Grabe naman yun.
Straightforward pero may dating para sa akin.
Gaming happens with Intel.
Parang yung pinapadating nila is, we're just saying facts. Intel gaming with Intel. Dapat ganon. And syempre, desktop caliber performance with 10th generation Intel core powered laptops. Yan yung meron tayo dito. And kasama na rin.
This stream, sasabihin ko na, agawin ko na sana This stream is powered by XSplit. Ang ating XSplit broadcaster ay napakasimple lang naman, powerful and flexible live streaming software. I-try nyo na at i-download nyo na ang ating free version para masubukan na makapag-stream. Alam naman natin na pag pinagsama-sama na natin yan, may fiber at may fiber ka na, nag-globe, may intel ka pa, tapos may legion ka pa, XSplit na lang kailangan mo, ready to stream ka na.
And of course, the GG Easy All-Star Tournament is brought to us by Valorant PH and Valorant Rising. Ayan, syempre dito naman nanonood yung karamihan. Meron tayong Facebook page na facebook.com/ValorantPH.gg saka twitch.tv/ValorantPHGG. Kung saan man kayo nanonood, welcome dito sa ating stream. And isa pang way para i-welcome namin kayo talaga dito ay ang pagbigay ng mga premyo. Yan ang gusto ko talagang sabihin kanina pa kasi mahilig kami mamigay ng premyo dito sa ating GG Easy All-Star Tournament. So, after the break, magkakaroon tayo ng giveaway. I-announce natin yung winners ng XSplit 1-month licenses. Saka, ito na rin GCash na worth 500 pesos. Anong bibilhin mo, Eliza, kung meron kang 500 pesos worth na GCash?
Hindi aabot sa singularity eh. Sige na nga.
Pag-bundle. Pero
pag-bundle. Yung isa-isa pwede, no?
Pwede, di ba?
Pwede. And naka-battle pass naman ako eh. So, meron na akong Ready Night points na magagamit. Pero syempre, support your team in the comment section. Napakadali lang kung paano manalo. Supportahan nyo lang ulit yung mga teams sa comment section natin. And i-share nyo yung live stream natin para may chance kayo manalo ng ating XSplit licenses, 500 pesos worth ng GCash, and Legion Peripherals. Meron pa tayo Legion Peripherals. Syempre, i-share nyo yan publicly yung ating stream para makita natin yan with the hashtags, #globe.com, #LegionXintel, #XSplit, ValorantPH, and #StepUpYourGame. Makikita naman natin sa stream yan eh, yung mga hashtags na yan.
Nasa pinned comment din natin yan, nasa description din ng video. So, wag na wag nyong kakalimutan na isama sa bawat comment na nilalagay nyo dyan. Kasi who knows, baka kayo pa yung manalo sa mga giveaways natin ngayong araw. Pero, Eliza, masasabi ko itong mga players natin dito, totoong nag-step up your game nga sila. Kaya tuwang-tuwa akong manood dun sa laban kanina. Kahit
Legit.
yung mga casters natin kanina, step up yung game nila eh.
Oo, hype na hype.
Enjoy nila eh. Hype na hype talaga yung laban.
Okay, eto nga no, isang mabilis lang bago tayo mag-break. Gusto ko lang batiin yung mga nanonood naman sa Twitch chat natin. Mukhang marami kang supporters dito, Laika. Sina Maki, Skaela, andyan si Pretty Boy Flaco, si Jeric. Sabi nila, go Laika. Ayan, go Ate Laika.
Guys.
Hello sa inyo lahat. Ayan, maraming salamat. Syempre, huwag kayong aalis dahil yung next match natin, it's gonna be between BREN and M and the Jillian's Angels. Abangan nating lahat yan. Huwag kayong aalis, magbabalik ang GG Easy All-Star Invitational.
2020